Hey, welcome back guys, General Tony here, coming back with a brand new CoC episode. So I really wanted to make this video a couple of days ago, but then of course there were rumors that the sneak peeks were going to start this week. It's currently Monday, the 5th of September 2016, 3:12 PM inside of the UK, and we haven't received a sneak peek. So because of that, I've decided to make this episode. Now, obviously there is an update looming, and Supercell have given us many hints that the next update coming, hopefully, well, it better be coming within this September, is going to be a big one. Now, a couple of days ago, Supercell linked Reddit to their Twitter page, and they asked you guys, all of the millions of daily CoC players, to give them some update ideas. So Supercell, for the first time in their history, has actually asked us what we want to see inside of the game. Now, this does not mean that they are going to put into the game what we want. This is just them asking us what our ideas are. So I decided to, tag along. I decided to join in with the CoC community, head over to the Reddit page and look and talk about different ideas. And there was one idea which I thought was absolutely amazing. Literally the best idea I have ever seen for this game. Now, the reason why this idea is so awesome is because it applies to every single player. Whether you're at Town Hall 1, whether you've just started the game, or whether you are Town Hall 11 completely maxed out, this entire idea is beneficial to every single one of us. So we are going to discuss that in this video. Make sure you do stay tuned. There are also 9 other really good update ideas that I am going to be talking about. Every single one of them is from you guys, the CoC community. Now, please bear in mind, these are not far-fetched ideas. They are logical. Every single one of them is able to come into the game. There's not going to be no gem mines. There's not going to be no BS. It's going to be 100% legit. So make sure you stay tuned, guys. Once you've watched the entire video, let me know down below in that comment section which one of these 10 ideas is the most optimal, is the best. Which one would you love to see inside of the game? So do not forget, before you do go to sleep tonight, please say a prayer that we will receive the first sneak peek tomorrow. Okay, so one of Galadon's videos a couple of days ago, I think it was actually yesterday, was talking about the miners and how the miners were nerfed in the last balance changes. How, Supercell slowed them down, but because Supercell slowed them down, it actually made them stronger because they stayed inside of the heal spell for a longer period of time. Now, obviously, that is just completely counterproductive. It really wasn't a balance change in a good way. It was a balance change in a bad way, and it ended up making the miners maybe even stronger than ever before. So a great way to counteract the miners is, of course, for the big bombs to do extra damage to mass miners. Just like the big bombs destroy the hog riders, the big bombs could obviously do extra damage to the miners. That would be a very easy, very simple way to, counter the miners in a great way and ensure that they cannot just spam in miners and 3-star a Town Hall 11 base in such easy fashion. You've got to find a way to balance out the game, and I believe it's so simple. Just ensure that the big bombs can do extra damage to mass miners. Moving swiftly on to one of the most fun ideas I saw on the Reddit forum, and that was the gravity spell. So it pretty much sums itself up. So let me just run over it very quickly and move on to the next one. So the gravity spell has to be an elixir spell. It cannot be dark elixir. It must cost 4 housing spaces. It is a very powerful spell and will completely revolutionize this game if it was brought into action. So what it does is, pretend you are attacking a Town Hall 11 and the Eagle Artillery is in the center of the base. You are attempting to funnel in your bowlers and your Valkyries, but unfortunately, they've decided, just like usual, to go around the left-hand side of the base. So what you want to do is, you want to drop in the gravity spell right on top of the Eagle Artillery. Slowly but surely, your troops will be pulled in towards the Eagle Artillery. Now, the spell itself, as I said, is only going to be is going to be a massive 4 housing spaces. That is simply because the spell would be so damn powerful. It is definitely going to take up 4 spell placements. Now, the spell itself, it could be an awesome color like, I don't know, like orange? No, wait, the poison spell's orange. I don't know. What awesome color would you love the spell to be? Let me know. Now, of course, the spell would only last a certain amount of time, and the radius would have to be tested by Supercell. But to be honest with you, Supercell don't seem to be that great at testing things right now. I mean, they're not testing the miners great, they're not testing the bowlers great, they're not testing the game in general great. So maybe we will make our own little team up of people, and they will test it out and let Supercell know how it goes. You know what? I was going to keep this idea for last because it is the best out of every single one of them, but I'm going to get out the way now because it's one of the longer ideas, and I really want want to discuss it in detail. Okay, so as I said at the start of the video, there is an idea over on the Reddit forum that involves every single player, whether you're Town Hall 1, whether you're Town Hall 11, whether you've been playing for 4 years, or whether you have just downloaded the game. This could get you involved in the game in a serious level. So I'm going to try and explain it as easily and as understandably as I can. I hope you do understand what I'm talking about, so let's get right into it. Basically, it is a daily challenge. So you've all heard of daily challenges before, but this is going to be set in stone. So what it basically means is every single player, you, your brother, your mother, your sister, your father, whoever plays the game, will receive the exact same challenge on a daily basis. And if you are able to complete the challenge, you will be rewarded with a loot bonus which is relevant to your Town Hall level. Meaning if you're Town Hall level 3, you'll get obviously a smaller loot bonus. If you're Town Hall level 11, you will get a bigger loot bonus. So here's the juicy bit. This is how it's going to work. Supercell will create a variety of different bases for us to attack. As I said, everyone will attack the same bases. Now Supercell will also provide us with our army, so we can have any troop inside of the game. Supercell decides what the army for that day will be, and they will provide it to us. As I said, every player will receive the same army even if you haven't unlocked those troops. So what that will do is that will give the lower Town Hall levels a taste of what the higher Town Hall levels can actually have. Once you get there, once you play the game, once you put your years, your blood, sweat and tears into the game, you may one day unlock max level miners. Now this is going to be great because it will revolutionize the game. Everyone will get a shot at using the, the maxed out troops. It will be an awesome challenge and it will really test your skill level. It will allow you to develop skills also, and you'll be able to see what kind of player you are, how skilled you are in comparison to your clanmates. As I said, everyone will have the same army on a daily basis, everyone will be attacking the same bases, and you can share your replays within the clan. So you can see which guy is maybe the best inside of the clan, which one is the worst, which one needs some help, which one needs some improvement. So I hope you all understood that idea. It's pretty damn awesome, and of course it would allow all the players to have the same opportunity within the game. So we're going to move on to an idea which all of us want. I'm not even going to get into this. It's so simple, yet we still haven't had it. Supercell, if you're watching this, if someone under that billion-dollar company is watching this, can you please just, change one thing inside of the single-player maps? Could we just have a change to the single-player maps? I mean, even like, maybe just make the goblins pink. I don't know, just do something so simple that would make an awesome change. So we're going to move straight on from that because there's no point discussing that. It's been discussed thousands of times on YouTube and it still hasn't happened. So the loot bonuses, all of the war bonuses, people would like to collect them separately. People do not want to click a button which says collect and receive the gold elixir and dark elixir at the same time. Everyone is asking that there will be a gold button, an elixir button, and a dark elixir button. A very easy concept. Just add it into the game. So simple. Another very easy one that people are requesting. Could you please put a button which allows you to retrain the same army that you've just used? So for someone like me who farms probably 2 to 3 hours a day on an average day, sometimes even 6 or 7, that is, I'm not lying, I literally play this game sometimes for 6 hours a day. I want a retrain button. I don't want to constantly go through 4 barracks, 2 dark elixir barracks, two spell factories. I mean, what's the point? All you need to do is click or just enter a button which says retrain troops, retrain army, anything like that. Maybe you can have 3 different armies and you can choose which one of the 3 you want to retrain. Just like the previous idea, it's so simple, it will take seconds to add in, and I'm sure it will benefit every single one of us. So here we go, making our way on to the next one. Now, I don't know how many of these we've actually covered so far, but we have a couple left to do, and then I want you guys to let me know what is your favorite out of the several we've mentioned inside of this video. Remember, these are your ideas, so do not shoot the messenger. Do not line me up and put a bullet straight in my head. So this is one of the most awesome ideas. I actually kind of said something similar about 4 weeks ago, and I think this is wicked. Now, I know loads of you aren't going to like this, because, I don't know, some people are just killjoys. I know some people won't like this, but I think this is an awesome idea. So pretty much, people have been saying that they want you to have some customizable features inside of the game once you reach a certain level. So one thing that will definitely do is inspire people to reach those levels so that they can customize their troops or their heroes. So everyone's been saying that you should be able to customize your level 40 heroes. Once you've maxed out heroes, you should be able to customize them. When they say customize, they don't mean, you know, draw a big smiley face on them and, you know, put a big machine gun in their hands. They don't mean stuff like that. They just mean, you know, the small things. Maybe you can write like a little sign on their sword, like a little signature. Maybe you can change a slight color on their headband, or maybe you can change the color of the queen's arrows. I don't know, something small, just something cool, which, you know, could be customizable for those maxed out heroes, and maybe some other awesome features inside of the game. Next up, we are actually going to be talking about the P.E.K.K.A. So the P.E.K.K.A. doesn't really get used too much anymore at the higher Town Hall levels. I'm talking about anything really above Town Hall 9, 10, and 11. So Town Hall 9, 10, and 11, there's nothing above Town Hall 11. Those sorts of Town Hall levels don't incorporate P.E.K.K.A.s into many attacks. I mean, maybe one in every... For Town Hall 9, there's a few P.E.K.K.A.s. At Town Hall 10, it's just gone. Like, literally, there are no P.E.K.K.A.s anymore. Although the P.E.K.K.A. is a really strong unit, there's just nothing really to work well with it. So people have been asking that there should be a level 6 P.E.K.K.A. introduced into the game. Now, it's got to be quite a jump up from the level 5 P.E.K.K.A., but not in the attack way. People have been asking that the P.E.K.K.A.'s speed could, you know, be increased by maybe 10%, something not too small, but something not major either. So just, you know, a slight change which could really benefit the P.E.K.K.A. A new level, and I think it's a pretty awesome idea because the P.E.K.K.A. really doesn't get used at all at Town Hall 10 or even Town Hall 11. Now, one of the last ideas that I saw on the forums was that the clone spell, and this is a funny one, this is actually a funny one. People have been requesting that the clone spell could actually be removed from the game. People hate the clone spell and they've been asking for removal. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen. So what do you do if people are asking for it to be removed? Maybe you should just decrease its housing spaces. So it's currently, what is it? It's currently for the most, well, the biggest troop, the biggest spell inside of the game. So obviously, the gravity spell sounds awesome and I really think would work well with 4 housing spaces, 4 spell places. The clone spell doesn't really work too well. I don't use it. I don't really see anyone that uses it. I gemmed it straight to max as soon as it came out and it was just so damn disappointing. So maybe make it 3 housing spaces. I don't know. If you make it 3, then you could fit a couple of them in your army. Have a little bit of fun. And at the end of the day, you still have a couple of spaces left for a few different spells. So this is going to be the ideas, guys. I want you to let me know down below in the comment section which one of these sounds the most awesome. Could it be the gravity spell? Could it be that troop challenge? Sorry, not the troop challenge. Could it be that the daily challenge, which affects all of the players from Town Hall 1 all the way through to Town Hall 11. There will be a second video coming in a couple of hours time, so stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you shortly, guys. Peace out.